What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel Pilo Trades. So today I want to talk about a favorite stock of mine. All right, SOFI Technologies. So this is I've been having this for a minute. All right, it's definitely not the traditional stuff that I go for, which is dividend growth, dividend investing. But I don't know. I just saw an opportunity maybe I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I decided to go into it. Right, and slowly but surely I've been adding shares here and there, 10 shares here, 5 shares there, right? So I'm up to 350 shares at an average cost of $6.76, right? I am down 4% on it, right? And that's what I want to get into. So the last earnings report was amazing, right? Then you got the CEO buying nonstop. I don't know how many times or how many shares, but I know that the CEO of SOFI has been in the news buying shares, right? And so with those two things, I think investors have been waiting to see a major catalyst, right? Along with that, you do see some short sellers were heavily shorting the stock. They couldn't do any damage to it. So essentially, the stock came back up in the last couple of days, right? But the big catalyst that I think a lot of people have been waiting for, and it finally happened, is this Jim Cramer recommendation, right? So remember, Jim Cramer, although he did an amazing job when he interviewed the CEO of Starbucks, he has about a 73% failure chance, or 73% chance of whatever he says. Do the opposite and you will make money, right? You will beat the S&P 500 if you do the opposite of Jim Cramer. Remember, this is the guy that some investors came up with an ETF called something along the lines of like opposite of Jim Cramer or reverse Jim Cramer, something like that. I mean, he's a great entertainer, right? He has his own show, quite the character. But honestly, like I said, 70 to 73, maybe 75% of the things he recommends usually turn out to be the opposite, right? So with Jim Cramer coming out saying, hey, let's not buy SOFI or hold off on buying SOFI, I think it might be a great chance to buy SOFI. I mean, we're playing the odds here, right? So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to add some more shares. I'm going to add more than usual. It's at 645 after markets. It's at 649. Remember, tomorrow we're going to have a market closed for not tomorrow. When's the 4th? I think today is the 2nd. I believe we're going to have so on Thursday, markets are going to be closed. So I think I'm going to put in an order tonight to see how the market opens tomorrow on the 3rd and go from there. But I'm thinking, if Jim Cramer said not to buy this or to hold off on this, I'm just going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to go ahead and drop, stuff that I've been holding, some funds that I've been holding off. So I do see some change on the rating or analyst ratings. I know before, I think it had like a sell or maybe a hold, and that sell from recommendation trends, it's been there for a minute, but you can tell that some of these analysts are swapping or changing their analyst rating to buy or bullish, right? Especially from Morningstar. And like I said, they had an amazing they had an amazing earnings report maybe about a month ago. So and the CEO has been buying. When a CEO buys his own company's stock, that's a pretty big sign. That's a great indicator that this company is going to be doing great. So again, SOFI is in the fintech, right? Sometimes, I guess depending on some of these analysts, depending on what, what serves them or what, what's convenient for them, they'll call it a banking stock. Sometimes they'll call it a technology stock. Sometimes they'll call it a fintech, right? Regardless, SOFI, I think it's going to be a big catalyst. I think it's going to go up soon. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research, but I think all the stars are aligning to what SOFI should have done after that amazing earnings report, right? So remember the short sellers were pushing it. And I don't know if it was the retail investors or institutional buying, but regardless, it's been surviving, and I think it's about time that we go, I don't want to say all in, but definitely go big into this stock. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Until next one, take care.